I'll start.
Okay,
Good
you're
morning,
on.
everybody. This is Laura, the Daily Magic Workshop with Len and Laura. So welcome to the show today. Happy Labor Day. We're glad that you all can make it. And we just say thank you so much for showing up. I'm sure there's a lot of things that you're probably doing today. So we do appreciate you and we're grateful for you. And today's going to be an exciting day. We have some information for you, and we're hoping that you are doing everything that you should be doing daily, your blessings in the different exercises. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. And who do we have? We have Cynthia, Lexi, Marta, Chris. Welcome. We had Sue a few minutes ago. I don't know what happened to Sue. She bounced in, bounced out, disappeared. Maybe she's coming back. And I actually have two questions for you, maybe three. Question number one, I know most of you have the book. Who does not have the book? Don't tell me if you have it. Just tell me if you don't have it. Question number two. Does Laura sound scratchy? I can't tell if it's my computer or if it's Laura. I'm just curious at this point. And question number three is, be honest, are you doing the daily exercises? So, while you're answering all those questions, today's title is Works Like Magic. And Lexi says you sound very scratchy, Laura. So, yeah, I'm hearing that too. Yes, doing the daily exercises. All right. Okay, I have to find my tech man. She keeps her tech guy in the basement.
Okay, there's a story about that. But yeah, so Rick is my in-house tech man. He usually can figure out everything that I need. But no, the basement isn't too far away. I might be able to get him up here to fix my sound. I've done a couple of things, but I'm not really sure what it is, but we'll continue to make it better. So sorry about the scratchiness.
Alrighty. So today is it's called Works Like Magic. And how can it be that a person who was born into total poverty, starts with nothing, has very little education, and goes on to become a president of a company or a celebrity or builds an empire or becomes one of the wealthiest people on earth? Do you realize that the vast majority of people that have achieved extreme wealth started with nothing? They didn't inherit it. It wasn't given to them. They weren't born with special genes. They weren't born better than you or me or anybody else. But what they did have is they did have a couple of magical qualities. One of their magical qualities was the magic of gratitude. If you look back through the history of the people who became great leaders, they all expounded some version of practicing gratitude. They all talked about how important it was to be grateful for what you have and to focus on the good things and not on the bad things. And they all had magical persistence. They never quit. They never give up. And you know, everybody who's on this webinar today is in that position. Each and every one of you are in a position that you can build magic into your life. Am I making sense? Do you agree? Cynthia says she's doing the exercises. That's cool. Laura, you have something to add?
Yeah, I do. And you know, when I think about, I know that the lesson talks about, like, pretend like you have a boss following you around at work and think of all the things that you're grateful for. But, reality is some of us, may not go to a 9-to-5 job or a, 9-to-10 job or whatever. But just what I've been doing is I've been thinking thinking about going around the house and just communicating with my kids and trying to just talk about the things that I'm grateful, especially with them. So I want them to feel grateful, so I also am going to be grateful with them, speaking those things out loud. And that's also helped because, you know, I'm not going to a job, but I have to figure out how to be grateful for where I am in my environment. So,
Yeah. And if I were to just take one of the paragraphs out of this chapter of the book, if you're a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It's often a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it is. You know, these days of your life, Laura, in particular, these days will pass very quickly, as those of us who have been parents know. And you'll look back on them and you go, my gosh, where did they go? And it's important to focus on them now, on what's good, and be grateful for the thing you have. They're flying, yes. So for those of us who don't go to a place of employment but work from home, we can look around and be grateful for the things that we have that help us do our work from home. How about that computer you have, or that cell phone, or that smartphone, or the telephone? What are the things that you have that make your life easier? That without it, you would find it very difficult to do what you do. And you know, every day there are things that probably go wrong that you can bemoan or begrudge or be angry. But there are also things that go right that you can be thankful for. And the trick here is to always stay focused on the things that go right, on the things that are good, on the things that are helping you, and not put any negative energy into the things that are bad.
you know, I want to share something with you that actually just happened. I was just talking to Sophia about something, and we were talking about mindset. And she was telling me that her words were, she can't do something. And so I explained to her, you know, if you have those words in your head that you can't, then you're already talking yourself out of it. Then why would you even try if you're already telling yourself you can't? So I told her, I said, why don't you try figuring out how you can and use that in your words and be grateful for the knowledge of the difference between the two words, and maybe that will help. And I know that might have been a little bit off topic, but mindset and being grateful, they kind of go hand in hand.
No, I don't think it's off topic at all, because one of the traps that we fall into frequently when we're working in a home-based business such as we are is the I can't. I can't.
Uh-huh.
I can't get my capture page to work. I can't get my sales page to work. I can't get my website to work. I can't. And the minute, and yeah, bring Sophie in here. The minute you say you can't, your brain shuts down. You can't. If you tell your brain you can't, you can't. It shuts down. It quits trying. What's the reason to try if you can't? Why waste your time? So absolutely. What was that you held up?
Oh, I noticed that, Chris, you know, we do talk about this in our house, is we have our little Yoda sign. And we don't use the word try in our house.
Right.
Because there is no try. Right on, Chris. Do or do not, there is no try.
Absolutely.
If somebody is going to tell you, I'm going to try to call you next week, guess what? They're already setting themselves up to say, I'm not going to have the time, so I'm just going to say maybe I will. And 10 times out of 10.
No, that's right.
Yeah, 10 times
That's
out of
right.
10.
When somebody says I'll be quiet now.
I was just going to say 10 times out of 10, when somebody tells you they're going to try, they've already decided in their head they're not going to do it.
That's right. They've already created an excuse in their mind. It's already a done deal. They're not planning on doing what it is they're going to try to do.
That's right.
The word try needs to be eliminated from our vocabulary completely. I agree completely. Totally weak word. So let's look at today's exercise. So first off, I hope you're doing your exercises. I mean, I'm certainly doing mine. I have my list of, we wake up in the morning and we make our list of 10 things that we're grateful for. You don't get to have 9. You have to have at least 10. You can have 11, but you can't have 9. 10 things you're grateful for today. And it may be the same things as yesterday, and there may be some different things today. I had some different things than I had yesterday. And one of the things I was really grateful for today is my barbecue, because I went out and I used it yesterday and I barbecued some stuff, and I really love my barbecue. And I'm grateful for the ocean. Toby and I went to the ocean yesterday and he got to go run in the ocean. I put a little video up on Toby's fan page. If anyone's interested, you can go look at Toby running in the water. But so for today, we're going to write our 10 things down. I hope you get up every morning and do that. Lexi says, let's see that again. I think she means your sign, Laura. And I think you put it up again afterwards, but maybe not. I don't know. But
well, just in case.
Just in case. You can hold it up. Yeah. Here, let me white box you. So there's her sign.
I feel like Vanna.
You know, if I may, I'm gonna change horses just slightly here for just a second. There's another extremely weak word in the English language that belongs in the same category as try, and that's the word should. I should do that. Well, if you should, get off your butt and go do it. And if you're not going to, don't should yourself. Don't should all over yourself. I should clean the garage. Well, go do it. If you're not going to, don't sit there and should yourself about it.
And when do we do it? NOW. Now. Yeah. Doug Fireball talks about that a lot, is, saying, yeah, I probably will, or I'm going to, I'm gonna, I should. But if you decide that you're going to do something, then just do it. Do it now.
So step 2 in today's daily exercise, work, and these are loaded up into the group again, by the way. If you look at the updated version of the daily works, it's there. While at work today, and wherever your work is, if you work from home, that's fine. Imagine you have an invisible manager who's following you around, taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. So your job today is to look for as many things as you can to be grateful for. And then have your manager, your invisible manager, make a note each time you find something you're grateful for and say, I am so grateful for. And I'll start this off with, I am so grateful for my computer, because without my computer, well, I wouldn't be doing any of the things that I'm doing. I am grateful for my little wireless mouse. I love my little wireless mouse. So, no, these are, there are so many things that we have that we don't think about. We just don't think about them. We take them for granted. And let me tell you how miserable life is when my mouse quits working. It's pretty miserable. So, think about all the things that you're grateful for and make a little list and thank them for doing the things that they do for you. Thank them for making your life easier. And then don't forget, when you go to bed at night, take your magic rock and think of all the good things that happened today and think of the best thing that happened and be thankful for the best thing that happened to you today. And I had a serious problem yesterday. I lost my magic rock. And I clearly found it again. And excuse me, but I believe that Toby was responsible. I'm going to blame the dog. Toby likes to carry things around in his mouth. Now, I believe that Toby carried my magic rock around. But I'm still grateful for Toby. So that's all for today, folks. We'll be back with you tomorrow at same time, same station.
Yep, and I just wanted to say this morning I was grateful for my cell phone because we had a team meeting and I had my iPad with me and it wouldn't connect. So if it wasn't for my cell phone, I wouldn't have been able to get on my team meeting.
All right.
Grateful for that and grateful for everybody showing up today. We appreciate you.
We do. Thank you so much for showing up, because if it wasn't for you, well, we wouldn't have a show, would we? And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's topic, day 7, is the magical way out of negativity. And we're going to look at negativity in our life and how to get out of it. So we'll see you all tomorrow. You have a wonderful day. Have a magical day. Don't eat too many hamburgers or drink too many beers.
Yep. Bye, everybody. Happy Labor Day.
Bye, everybody.